SOFI update here on the 14th. So let's start off with all these demand zones I have drawn up here. So I have monthly demand starting at 701 all the way down here to 447. Within that, we have daily and weekly demand. We have gap fills here at $6, 550. Gap fill up here at 950 as well. And from the very bottom here in December 2022, we made either a diagonal or a 5-wave move. Not sure which one that is yet. We'll find out later when we actually make a move up. But this move took 234 days from the bottom, unless my count is wrong, around 230 days. And so I would expect this B wave to last about the same time length. If you do the math on that, that comes out to like early March. So I know that we have profitability here with earnings and stuff, and maybe it will skyrocket, and maybe this will be completely wrong. But I'll just say that usually this works pretty well for figuring out like how long the B wave or the second wave needs to last. It usually is about the same time length as this move right here. So I'm leaving that out there. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to say because if we're profitable, you would think we would just go to the moon. But then you have to factor in the overall market and all that stuff. And you have to factor in that these whales or banks, whoever, institutions that want to manipulate the stock, they play games with us. And so you never know what they're going to do. We might be profitable and they might sell it off. So just to let you know, we are not the total 234 days until early March. So with that being said, I think the B wave ended right here. We obviously came down here, we make 5 waves. This is probably not the end of it, just based on that. Could be, and we go to new highs, but I would say it's probably just the start of a C wave. And you can see here, this parallel line is saying 642 for a bottom. You have these gap fills down here. So we'll see what happens, but that's just kind of what looks like is going on. It's probably going to take a little bit longer, and you can see here that this is probably accumulation right here. We hit monthly demand, bounce out of it. I would imagine we probably come back down here into monthly demand one more time. So I can't tell you if it's going to go all the way down to $6 or whatever, but let's zoom in here on this smaller time frame and just look at this. I have this in a 5th wave, and within the 5th wave, we're in a 5th wave. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is a 5th wave right here. Let me zoom in a little farther. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 1, 2, 3. You can see here that we crossed outside this parallel line right here. So I'm guessing this is a 4th wave. And I would be looking for a bounce. It already did bounce, I guess, from 780 to 789. Could be finished. We could come down early on Tuesday. Invalidation, where the move is done completely from the top, is 806. So get above 806, the move's finished. But we could come down here, and they could extend it out here all the way down to this demand zone. We don't know. I would hope, though, I would think, though, that we come down here one more time, and then we bounce into earnings. Because before, I'm not sure if we bounced into earnings in the past. I can't remember. I could look, but I don't remember the dates. This one, I would imagine we have to bounce into, because everyone's expecting profitability. Everyone should be buying right here. And so we should see a bounce at a minimum. So not sure where this is going to end at, but if it does come down, you have daily demand here and monthly demand right here. As far as the pattern goes, I think that this could be ABC, ABC, and then potentially ABC like that. Because 5 waves doesn't really make that much sense now because we're already at 780. This would take us all the way down for a 3rd wave to 650. and then we would come probably all the way down here to like $5.50 or $6. So I think this is probably an ABC move, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now. We're basically in an A wave down or a first wave down. I would expect a bounce. We have 2 weeks till earnings. They can't extend this fifth wave, I don't think, for 2 weeks unless there's some kind of like market sell-off. So I would expect a bounce, and you got this daily supply zone up here at 950. It's possible that we run all the way to 950 into earnings and then sell off afterwards. But if we stay down here, then I can't imagine selling off after earnings. They're going to have to bounce it into earnings. It wouldn't make very much sense. So anyway, that's just kind of my thinking on it. I don't think we're finished with the C wave, unfortunately, going into earnings. And so I would actually favor the downside, despite the fact that we're going to be profitable. Because they manipulate the stock so much that I think it's likely they extend it out to at least early March. So look for probably something down here in the monthly demand around $7 in the next like month and a half. And I have leaps for 2025, 550 in the money. And I just add to those as the stock dips because I'm not sure either. Like this could be finished too. We're going to be profitable. Nobody knows where it's going to end. But just from experience, usually it does last about the same time length. So one last thing too, you can look at the moving averages. And on the daily, you have the 200 right here at 777. We basically hit that. So that's going to be key to hold. And then you have the 50 down here at 752. So if we're to come down here for one more wave, which I think we're going to, I would probably aim for 750 and then a bounce. So, and then on the monthly, you have this 20-day moving average right here at 698. So we hit that on the last dip, potentially going to hit that again. So that's pretty much all there is to say about it right now. I know I sound kind of bearish, but I think that anything's possible going to earnings. We'll see what happens. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. I'll catch you in the next video.